It looks up on my end.
Awesome. Still loading. There we go.
We're back. Oh, it's so weird seeing From Software.
Yeah.
Oh shit, published by Activision.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to start our new game.
There's 2-player?
There is, yeah. I made Will play this with me back in the day. I think it's pretty fun, but... Whoopee-Katia.
Is that her, like,
Her canonical name, yeah.
And as you can see, the name of the stream is hilarious.
Found Principalities. The disappearance of a small forest was the first sign of the approaching evil. One morning, villagers awoke to find a solid wall of fog where their forest should have been. Some men braver than others ventured into pitch blackness and were never heard from again. The next day, the lake disappeared into swirling mists. It was not long before the impenetrable mist enshrouded the village itself in perpetual darkness. Where once there had been life, now there was nothing but the impenetrable mist that turned day into night. By ancient covenant, the rulers of the Five Kingdoms had banned all interaction between their nations. Now the Five Kingdoms abandoned their isolation and met to look for solution. Sadly, none could offer a plan to defeat the fog. Terrifying rumors spread throughout the land. Some whispered tales of an ageless evil reawakened.
Nailed it.
Having to go fast there.
Man, that is just like that description is like eerily similar to Demon's Souls.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot about this game that I feel like is proto some of the things that will be in their other games. Like, I think when I described this to you before, going just on memory, I described it as kind of being like a character action-y game. But playing it again, it's actually way more similar to the way that the Souls games works, where like it's not about constant hacking and slashing. It's more about like looking for the correct opportunities to attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, so the
plot. Game audio? I didn't
what?
have it turned on. Oh, nothing. I didn't have the stream audio on, but gotcha. I was like, I don't hear anything.
But yeah, people, let us know if we need to turn the volume up or down. It's probably already at max right now.
Abort.
Turn it down a little just to be on game volume down. Okay. Let us know if that's good, Will. But yeah, so the plot that we missed while I was talking a little bit about it is that our father has gone off to the other kingdoms to try and work with them to resolve this gray mist, but it's now at the walls of the castle. So our soldiers have come and told us Princess Katia, and now we are going to go and get the sacred gemstone. Then we can talk to the soldiers, but they don't have that much exciting to say.
Makes sense. Now it looks like in the top left corner next to like what seems to be a health bar, like you have an icon with 4 elements around it.
Correct. So those are the 4 elements that cards have.
Okay, is it earth, wind, fire, and water?
Mm-hmm. And they're set up in an order where they show you what the weakness is. So like, it's kind of nice if you're having a hard time remembering. You can just go, oh, fire is weak to water, wood is weak to fire, earth is weak to wood, water is weak to earth.
So you just go clockwise to see what beats what.
Yep. Which it took me a long-ass time to figure out. I never figured it out as a child. As a child, I just used whatever card I thought was coolest.
But now you're net decking.
I'm not net decking. Like there are optimal strategies for this game that I'm not going to use because I don't think they're as fun. Because like with any card game, it's sort of like counterintuitive if you're not a card player to realize this. But in most card games, you actually want to have as few cards in your deck as possible. The reason being that the less cards are in your deck, the higher the chances that you're drawing the one that you need for your strategy.
That makes 100% sense.
Yep. And this game does not require you to have the maximum number of cards in your deck. So you can get it down to just like 8 cards, which will let you recycle the cards that you have and always let you use powerful attacks. But that kind of sucks and isn't fun. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you can see our cards are bound here to A, B, X, or Y. And there's 3 basic types of cards. So this little, we'll throw out this little piranha plant guy first. These are cards where you throw them out and they turn into a monster that like wanders around the battlefield and fights for you.
Is that the yellow icon at the top of the card? Is that how that...
Correct, yeah. The other 3 cards that I have in my hand right now are what are called weapon cards. So I use a weapon card and it just doesn't attack.
Makes sense.
And then
Wait, what happened to the second skeleton? Oh no, your card destroyed it earlier in the cutscene.
Yeah. Land sharks are definitely fun, that is correct. And here we meet Gerd.
Damn, your health doubled.
Yeah. Yeah, your health goes up by 50 every time you get one of the gems, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Wait,
when I picked it up out of the chest, it brought my health up.
Okay. And then it says you have 10 of something?
10, okay, so that's the energy crystals that I have right now. We'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Kurt is gonna... Did you get the cards? Good. Then let's be off. That's my old lady voice. You're not exactly the most fearsome warrior in the kingdom. I don't suppose you have an early brother stashed away somewhere. So be it. Even the ugliest oyster may contain a beautiful pearl.
Get dunked on, Katya.
Although you look more like the pearl than the oyster.
Oh, get undunked on.
Who am I, you ask? I'm the only person that can teach you how to use those cards you found in the treasury. You'd better come with me if you want to stay alive. Come now, my cute little guardian of the covenant. Just leave everything up to old Gerd.
You eat some beans.
Yep. And yeah, the first level's pretty short. But we got a 5-star rating.
Any cards?
Yeah, so a card would count as used if you completely use it up. So like our man trap lived through the whole round, and our weapon card has multiple uses, and we didn't use up all of them. And our rating determines the number of cards that we get to draw at the end here. And we get to pick 3.
Man, now we need to think of some GameCube games to play.
I'm definitely down. Like, what's that? Eternal Darkness, is that the name of it?
Oh shit, yes,
Yeah,
that's the next one. Yep. I want to watch you play that. It is janky, but it is good.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch him play
Gauntlet.
Dark Legacy.
I love Gauntlet Dark Legacy, but like that's a game that you want to play with like 4 people. Like I don't think that would be fun to watch me solo Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Although I could pull out the strategy I used as a kid where I would farm 4 characters at once by myself.
Oh my god, Robert.
Because there was this one boss, I think it was the boss of like the second world, where it was like a dragon and it never moved or anything. So you could just bring 4 characters in to shoot at it, and then I would put 1 controller under each hand and 1 under each foot and just hold down the fire button until it died.
Oh my god. That sounds terrible.
Okay, let's add those cards we got into our deck. We got Skellington, Fairy, and Birdman. And now we shall get trained by Gerd.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, Metal Arms, that's a fun one. I don't know that that would hold up as much for me though.
It 100% would not.
Yeah. Now let's see, Katya, wasn't it? You have much to learn, Your Highness. The guardian of the runestone are given the power to command monsters. Though the cards of power, that power is the only chance we have of defeating the evil loosed upon the world. Whether you like it or not, you must stand up and fight. First, you will have to learn how to control the monsters. I will teach you the way of the cards. This place is full of goblins, and that makes it the perfect place to start your training. Are you ready? I don't give fancy lectures. You'll figure it out once you see those goblins coming. Yeah, this is Lost Kingdoms 1. I have both of them, actually. Lost Kingdoms 2 is by far the most expensive game in my collection. That was not cheap to get.
How much was that?
So I got it with the manual, and I think I paid $170 for it. Used, but with manual. It's super rare at this point.
Oh, that's cool. I kind of want to watch you just play that on Principle, man.
Well, I mean, I'd definitely be down to play 2 as well. 2 is one that I actually haven't played before, so... But I was like, I want to get this in my collection. It just, like, I thought about buying it years ago, and it just keeps, like, increasing in price. So it was like, I could wait, but it's just going to get even more expensive if I do.
But yeah, 6 was a very weird game.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to experiment, my pretty one. That's the best way to learn. Make ready, princess. Here comes your first goblin. And the goblins have an awesome attack. Use your attack on me. Not that one. Use the other one on me. There we go. They fart at you. So here's, yep. So here's the third type of card, is summons monsters. When you use them, you like turn into the monster and do a big old attack. But they tend to be slower and cost a lot. And we'll hit them with a raven.
Now, what do you mean by cost?
So we'll get back. You'd mentioned that number in the upper left-hand corner. So the cards, when you play them, in addition to using up at least some portion of the card, you have to spend energy in order to use them. And one of the ways that I think that this is kind of like a proto for Souls games in a way is that they're like playing with the way that energy and health works. Because you can play cards if you run out of energy, but it costs you health to play them if you're out of energy.
And does energy refill like a stamina bar?
It doesn't. So the way that energy works, did you see those little crystals that enemies are dropping as I hit them?
Ah.
Yep, you got to pick up the crystals from hitting people. So like if you run out of energy, you're forced basically to use some of your health to do damage to something so you can get crystals.
Gotcha.
Which is what Gerd was about to tell us, but
fuck you, Gerd. Robert's the true Gerd.
I am the true Gerd. Gerd ain't got shit on me.
So what happens when you use up a card?
So it just... Here, we'll use a one-up during this battle. So first we're going to try and hit this mandrake. It's like a landmine thing, so you want to hit it from a distance. And then... It should actually be super effective against this guy, because it's fire type. And yeah, you can see like when it used up, it just went away. So it's gone until either... There are some cards that you can get, we don't have any right now, but when you use them, they will bring cards that you've already played back. So like later on in the game, that's something you need to have in your deck, is cards that let you bring back cards that you've already used.
But like, that card is not permanently gone. If it would just run out, it's gone for the fight.
It's gone for the whole rest of this level. So you go into a level, the cards that you have are the only ones that you get, the exception being that there are little like posts that you can run into during the level, and if you pick up or capture new cards during the level, you can add them at that post. So
Gotcha.
yep. So we'll see that in a bit. Like there's a treasure chest over here that's going to have a card in it for me. Actually, I think there might have been one back there that I missed. Let's go back and make sure. It's probably just a hobgoblin, so not super important, but you don't want to be missing free cards.
Nope.
And then yeah, I'll try and demonstrate the other mechanic that I mentioned, which is that you can actually Oh, I already did open that chest. I'm done. Which is that you can actually capture the monsters that you're fighting as well. It won't work on some boss monsters, but it works on most of the monsters that you run into just like out in the level. And those gravestones there just tell us the type advantages, so we already know that. We already know about attributes, Gerd. It was the GameCube era of tutorials. Although, honestly, I've played games with much worse tutorials than this. Let's throw our skeleton out. Oh god, they're all trying to fart on me.
Oh no, this is not what you signed up for.
Okay. So, I caught that guy. It went a little bit too fast when I got the opportunity, so you might have missed it. But if you can get an enemy's health low enough, and then you can throw a card at them, and the card will do like 1 to 4 damage, and if that damage finishes them off when you hit them with just the card, so like not the monster, but just the card itself, then it captures them.
How do you throw a card at someone?
So that, you have to like hold down left trigger, and then you press the button from the card, and you can aim it a little bit. We'll try it again in the next battle, and like, it'll probably be more clear then. But yeah, so here's that little like post thing that I was talking about. Where you click on it, it lets you heal, and then it lets you add any monsters that you've collected so far going through the level. And yeah, Gerd's telling us that you can throw cards away, which is something you... We're not at a stage of the game yet where you would really want to be doing that, but later on maybe. Let's do Hababo Goblin versus Hababo Goblin. So yeah, you can control...
No goblins.
You can control cards a little bit when you throw them out, too.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
man, this is that urban violence. Wouldn't it just be the one that has a health bar?
You are... Actually, the ones with the health bars are the enemy ones. One of them is poisoned. Let's hit that one. Okay, that one's at 1. So here, I'll show you. We'll do a capture throw on him. So I throw out a card like that, and then if I hit it...
okay, so you throw one of the cards, like, in your hand.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I thought, like, you meant, like, you had to throw, like, a blank card or something.
Gotcha.
I was like, I don't see any blank cards.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of works like a blank card in a way, because you end up using the card that you throwed. So you want to be careful not to throw a card too early, because then you're just, like, throwing away cards.
Oh, okay, so if you use a card to capture someone, like,
that
you
also
use
counts as using up the card, yeah.
Okay. Does it count as just a single use of the card, or does it count as all of the uses?
It would count as all of the uses for the card. But
so
you can
strategically...
You can do it with a card that you've partially used up.
So you want to, like, wait until the card's, like, 1 charge left and then use it to catch someone?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
But there's, like, other things you would probably factor in.
Like what?
So, for example, the card type that you use, even though it sort of acts like a blank card, the typing actually does impact the amount of damage that it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, if you threw an Earth card at a Wind card, it would do less damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see. We want something that can strike from a distance to kill the Mandragora over there, or we should just sacrifice our plant here.
How do you know what type your cards are? Or you just have to...
They have, like, borders around them.
Oh, it's the border. Okay.
Yeah. And
So do you have 2 winds, a water, and earth right now? Is that what I'm seeing?
well, yeah, it's plant, it's wood, earth, water. So
Oh!
you have 2 woods, a water, and an earth.
Okay, it's not wind, it's wood.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, the earth ones are all like rock stuff, and then the wood ones are all like plant stuff.
Gotcha, so there's not a wind type card.
Yeah. Okay. And our guy got stuck over in this corner over here, so he's not really helping us much. I'm going to try and lure the other one over to him, because if they get close enough, then they'll fight each other. But if not, then we're just wasting our card. Okay. I don't want to use up really good cards on this last little guy, but...
I see you, like, dropping cards out of your hand.
Yeah, so you can, like, temporarily discard them, and that only gets rid of them for the round.
You just kind of put them in a discard pile that you can draw from again.
Yeah, so, like, when I get into the next encounter, those cards will be back, because they're not used up. But that's a way to, like, cycle through if the cards that you have are not the ones that you want right now.
Makes sense.
We got a Mandragora.
So now you can be the land miner.
Now I can be the land miner. We're going to go back and save, because our next encounter here is going to be the boss fight. It shouldn't be too hard, but every now and again stuff gets janky.
Now, did you save?
You can't save. It's just that you heal. Oh, I should have added cards back to my deck, though, because we got...
Because you said, I'm going to go save.
Oh.
So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I guess what I meant was I will heal and poop these cards into my deck.
Gotcha. I was like, is that under the system settings where you save?
Yeah, no, we can only save between levels.
Look at all this chest-high wall. A Horb Gorblin.
He sees us. He's calling his bro.
Oh no. How intense are this guy's farts?
The sand golem. I don't think he farts on us. He does other stuff. Let's see if we
What
can
a
get
coward.
him. Yeah, he does that shit. Let's hit him with a werewolf.
Wait, did he just hurt his dude?
Yeah, he can hurt his own dudes. He's kind of dumb. But I guess his own dudes are, like, fucking around all the time, so...
Literally.
I wonder if we can get all of them here. You guys come over this way. Oh, yeah, that was good.
Beautiful. Capture the golem.
Unfortunately, you can't capture the boss fight. Been
Oh.
looking how intense are these guys farting. They do poison you if you get farted on.
Oh no!
But we did it.
Hey Clappy, hey bud.
Let's see what we scored. We probably didn't get the best score. Oh, no, we actually did. Okay, that's nice. So the bosses you can't capture, but there'll be one of these 6 cards here is usually the boss. So if you can get a 5-star, then that gets you a 50% chance of getting the boss card. Not that the sand golem is super good. But... And we did not get us a sand golem.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Double landmines.
Yep. We could kind of like cheese it and replay the level, but I don't think it's worth it. That for me, I think, is like part of what made me stop playing this game as a kid, is that I would always like repeat levels if I didn't get the boss. So it just like slowed it down too much and it got frustrating. But also I was bad at it.
But now you are the God King of Cards.
Now I am the God King of Cards.
But Clappy, you still up for some Valheim on Thursday?
So this is our father, King Feobane, who's on his way to meet with King Zelnan.
Will and I will be there.
And yeah, Gerd now runs the shop that sells cards to us. And she also tells us about the
I thought Gerd was a dude.
What?
I thought Gerd was a dude.
Nope, she is not.
Okay, that's less creepy. Now, can you buy the Sand Golem card?
He will almost certainly show up here at some point. Right now, he's not available. But yeah, he'll probably show up. The other thing you can do is, as you use cards and they kill enemies, they get experience on that card, and you can transform cards into other cards. So there's also cards that you would be able to transform into the Golem over time.
So, like, say you have a bunch of the Ravens that get XP. Is it only the one specific card, or is it like
No,
your
it's
Raven?
like a pool amongst all Ravens.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's add what cards we have into our deck. Right now, deck building is easy because we just have the cards that we have.
Oh man, are we gonna stream that fight? We put you guys in a big vat, like a kiddie pool full of macaroni and cheese and Velveeta.
Ugh. That sounds gross.
Yep. It's like reverse sexy mud wrestling.
I am not into that. And yeah, it shows you before you go into a level what types of monsters are most prevalent there, so that you can kind of tailor your deck a little bit.
Nice.
Yep. The levels, it only lets you play them once, but the kind of workaround for that is that you can retreat from a level, or if you lose, and you like keep the cards that you get. So if you were really going hard, what you would do is like play a level a couple of times with the objective of capturing a bunch of cards, and then you would come back and do it once and try and get the highest score to get the boss card. But I'm not gonna do that. How do I feel about being covered in one type of food? I mean, it depends on the type of food you're covering me in.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, that I'm out on. Like, I don't think I'm not someone who would ever be super into being covered in food. But there are some, like, if you want to put me in whipped cream or whatever, like, I don't care, I'll take a shower later.
Oh no, more fart enemies.
Yep. We will fight them with our fart enemy.
Oh man. I did not expect this game to just be
Farts for days.
Fart wars.
Well, they killed our farter.
Oh no.
But now they have died.
So, I saw you had gold. Like, what does a gold drop look like?
Oh, the gold doesn't ever... I think maybe you get it sometimes from, like, at the end of fights. Mostly you get it from selling cards that you don't want.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it isn't something, like, that drops and you pick it up, really.
Oh no, is it a Mimook?
It's not a Manook. It's just more of these rat guys.
So wait, do they just have bags full of farting?
Pretty much. Oh.
Miyazaki's weird.
Do you know if he was the director at the time that they made this?
Oh, I have no idea. I doubt it.
yeah, one thing that I've been kind of neglecting to do is to like break environmental objects in battles. Because sometimes they will have cards under them. So that's like a way to get cards you wouldn't otherwise get. Let's see. The fountain has to be cleaned once a month, left once, and right 3 times. I need to remember that. Because I'll forget it if I don't write it down.
So, well, man, I was going to question, but I can't remember what it is.
In most of the levels, as you're wandering around, the enemies that you run into are random encounters.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. How do you know when you're going to bump into a random encounter? Is it just purely random? Like, the ground just goes, surprise, here's monsters?
Pretty much. One thing, though, is there's these like blue fairy guys that I've been chasing around. And usually you want to chase them because they can heal you. They can actually refresh your cards, so they can give you back a card that you've used, or they can increase the amount of mana that you have at the time. But sometimes when you touch one of them, it turns out they're a fake one. And they...
Oh man, there's only one. You can catch them.
No, I did not mean to use this card.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you getting into the cabinet?
I was gonna break the cabinet to see if there was something under it, and I meant to use my lizard guy, but instead I used my birdman, which is like one of the only summons that we have right now, so it's one of our more powerful cards at the time, even though it's very good. This guy honestly is not really worth catching. But...
Oh, the plague rat?
Yeah, they kind of suck.
There's not, like, an incentive to collect every type of card?
I mean, not that I'm aware of. There are collectibles, which are these, like, red fairies that you run into. This feels like an area where one of these barrels is going to have a card under it.
But there's not, like, a Suji Dex to complete and then get rewarded for filling.
Correct, yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Well, I don't know, maybe there isn't too.
It's a big ass
This was a time
lizard,
before achievements.
Well, not necessarily like achievements, but like you finished the Pokedex. Here's wow, he fucked up your dude.
Yeah, he's more powerful than my farters.
That was a good fart though.
Yeah, this guy's.
I didn't expect when you started the playthrough that I would be saying fart so many times.
Okay, so this guy is worth trying to capture if I can. Got him.
He's like the super lizard man.
Yep.
So I saw what looked to be like a card of him. Are you gonna try to break those barrels too?
We could break this one over here. We're not really close enough to the rest of them. Yeah, that one doesn't have anything in it. Oh, these ones over here.
Yes, those
Good
ones.
call. Let's use our Raven. And they only have energy crystals. That's okay though.
Will's trying to force feed me his Velveeta to the shells.
Velveeta is something that I find to be really gross. But...
I very much enjoy using it to make, like, queso dip.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell what you were trying to say, Will, when you were whispering.
So I have solved the puzzle of hitting
Yeah,
all of
you were trying to just shove your noodles in my mouth.
Oh, this one, there's for sure a prize if we can break these barrels. We have to get to that chest.
I will get to it later.
If I was really trying to be next level, we would like try and make one of the enemies attack us over there. bird guy, I need you to follow me out here. There we go.
Now dance.
You gotta lead them to fight each other. Although, in all fairness, this is a rough fight for Plantman.
Do your best, Plantman.
Plantman has died, having done no damage to Birdman.
Plantman.
I accidentally threw out second Plantman. There we go. You just have to hit him once, Plantman.
You can do it,
I need you to get in there and fuck him up. There we go.
The true hero of space-time.
Let's see what was in the chest.
It's another Plantman.
Could be. It's a mummy.
Oh man. A Mamu.
A mummy indeed. And since we know the secret recipe here, which is left once and right 3 times, we can get into the fountain and get all that.
Now, I noticed that time when you picked up the fairy, instead of it turning into a heart, it turned into a diamond.
Mm-hmm. The diamond is mana, the heart is health.
Gotcha.
And there's one that's like a little card for when you get your card back. And it actually shows you the card that you got back when it does that.
Aha.
But I will say also, like, in as far as GameCube graphics, this feels very much like what they could do at the time to make something that feels similar to, like, the kind of devastated worlds from a Souls game.
Makes sense.
Where it's like...
And you got a Maelstrom.
I did get a Maelstrom.
Oh man, you're almost at the card limit.
Almost. Not quite.
Now, is the stars the rarity?
Yeah, the stars are the rarity of the card. They definitely do not correspond to the quality of the card, though.
Definitely a very, like, interesting game.
Yeah. Like, I really do feel like you could do a modern version of this game that would be...
Oh shit.
Yep, we got werewolves.
He fast.
He is fast. Let's hit him with skeletons. Let's see if he's faster than 2 skeletons. Probably is the answer. Drop kick the shit out of our skeleton.
I think that was terrible. Bicycle kick. That's a bicycle kick. But if there is a card that does drop kicks, that is the best card.
Yeah.
Because I doubt this game has the tech level to support German suplex cards.
Yeah, I don't think it has that.
If there are no if there are no German suplexes and no Azuna drops, the drop kick is then the coolest card.
We have found the way forward. But yeah, like, I feel like if you made a modern version of this game, like, using that kind of mechanic where it's not about being fast, it's about, like, picking the right time to attack, works really well with the thing where, like, all of your attacks are the different cards that you have. Because then your battle is about...
Why don't we just make a Lost Kingdoms game, Robert?
What?
Why don't we just make one?
I mean, I would love to be able to do that. I don't feel like we have the technology.
We have access to Unity.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be into it if you guys wanted to try.
I would not be opposed to it, but I think for a first game, this would be too big and complicated.
Yep, I concur.
Maybe if we get around to finishing Offshoot.
So here we meet the man who we bring collectible fairies to.
Oh yeah?
mystery man.
Hello, mystery man.
I am Alexander, a scholar of these parts. I study the fairies, you know, the little people. The red fairies are quite rare, but they seem most fond of humans. Once they take a liking to you, they will follow you everywhere. Fascinating, don't you think? Oh dear, it seems you have already made a friend. Remarkable. If you end up with a lot of fairies traveling with you, I'm just talking too fast to say what I say. Yeah, we tried, Alexander.
So you just find red fairies and bring them back to him,
Yep.
and then he touches your butt.
He does not touch my butt. He's a gentleman.
What does he do then?
He gives you cards when you bring him certain numbers of red fairies.
Huh.
I am on a quest.
I like how you're like, yeah, you can come on my quest. JK, you're gonna go live with Alexander.
Maybe he'll live with me until I bring him to Alexander. Got a dark raven.
That's so Dark Raven.
Seamuck. Seamuck is a good card for us right now. Dark Raven. Seamuck is one of the cards that we can use to refresh our cards. So across that bridge is going to be Progress. Have you ever met a blue fairy? They're like us, but they aren't as talkative. They mean well though. If you see one, you should try and catch it. They can heal you or recharge your card power. But you have to be careful. Sometimes they aren't fairies at all, but monsters in disguise. So we need to
I really thought you would be racist.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, we managed to initiate a battle here. That way we can open up the path to secret bonus stuff after getting poisoned by a rat. I'm trying to remember what the blue guy does. He does
He
that.
hopped on water.
Okay, let's get them both with one big old summons guy. Yep, there we go. The one that we had already damaged a lot. Well,
Perfection.
C for effort. Get him, Skellington.
Teach him the meaning of pan.
Well, he tried. Okay, fart rat. Then you
Oh,
you
no.
fart on him.
Fart on fart violence.
Fart rat, what are you doing, my guy? Fart on him. Fart rat, what? What are you doing? Do you not fight?
Oh man, does that fart rat have Jesse syndrome?
He might. I'm starting to think fart rat does not fight people. Oh my god, fart rat. Why?
Well, it looks like it's off-gassing poison.
Maybe. I'm guessing it must have just like a passive effect on the field, but I don't know what it is because I didn't stop fart rat's thing. I don't really want to use any of these cards on other fart rat. There we go. We'll hit him with a raven. Got him. And after this mission, we will never put another fart rat in our deck.
Now my brain is just trying to think of different fart puns to name the streams for the rest of this.
Yeah.
So the only ones I've thought about so far are Hand of Fart and then Whoever Smelt It Dealt It.
That one's good.
I don't know if I like what this channel has become.
Fart of the cards.
Ah, man.
carbuncle. Nothing says terror like a carbuncle.
I would be afraid if Old Man Carbuncle came after me.
Yeah. Okay, we got the bonus cards.
If they're skeletons, then you've got bone ass card.
That is true. Okay, another raven. Let's make him taste the maelstrom. Let's see, just corner effects us over here. Maelstrom did not do a lot.
Use fart rat.
Yeah. You use fart rat? Okay.
I don't know.
The fart rat vile fiend.
Can you not look at your deck, like, out in the field normally?
Maybe.
You should just do the info check on it.
We can take a... We're going back to a thing where we can add cards, so we can examine it there. Yeah, it is right across this bridge. Werewolf, carbuncle, sea monk, and some ravens. It is so raven. Okay. What do you do, fart rat? Independent, toxic mega boost special. The German-fested giant rodent that makes poison 5 times as effective as normal. It will not poison anyone by itself. Most effective when used in combination with a second poison-inducing creature. Okay.
So you drop that with the hobgoblins.
Exactly. Yep.
It doesn't sound bad, but it just definitely sounds situational.
Yeah, or it's something you would need to build a deck around to use.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
That guy has a fuckload of health.
I think this is going to be our boss fight.
Oh. Wait, the boss can just bump into you, like...
Well, it was just that we got to the place where he lived. I need you to do more damage, Carbuncle.
Oh, is that Carbuncle?
Yeah.
Like Sanic.
Yep. And you probably can't hear it unless you have stream on, but stream sound on, but he makes a little...
Yeah, well, I have the sound on.
Okay.
I can hear him.
Well, A for effort, Carbuncle.
Like, trying to look at this, if we were to make a game like this, I would definitely want it to be a little bit more kinetic, where, like, you could dodge and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I was saying, is like, if you were making a modern version of this game, that's a thing you can put in. Like, for me, just like, part of what's so cool about this game is the potential of what you could do with a modern version of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I do genuinely enjoy playing it, as janky as it is. Let's use our fairy and heal up a bit. 44 whole HPs. And then immediately into a rock attack.
Now, do you take damage when you're in summon form?
Nope.
Okay.
So you can actually use summoned monsters as a dodge, and you do get a couple iframes when you're using other cards too. Okay, our golem friend is almost dead. Should kill him soon. Oh yeah, this is the best card in our deck, and it's super effective.
Get dragoned upon.
Yep.
Man, both of the bosses have been golems.
They have both been golems. Ooh, we got a 5-star.
How are you? How are you? You are too good at this game.
Well, I try.
Get that fire golem.
Fire golem, baby. Nope. Fart rat. Fart rat.
Double fart rat and a werewolf. Time to build a poison deck.
If this game had more replay value than I think it does, that is something that would be kind of fun. I guess it's a thing you could build in the multiplayer.
That would be something else, is like maybe having like a battle arena that you can go to where it's just constant randomized fights.
Yeah.
That would give you incentive to deck build.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, once I have more cards, I will tailor what I'm bringing to a level. But, I mean, for now, we're just like, we can probably start to do that a bit. But let's see if Gerd has any special missions. I've heard an interesting story. Are you curious? Yes. Travelers from the Dalnock Valley are saying that giant bees have invaded the valley. The people don't know what to do. They can't defend their homes and villages against such an enemy. Isn't helping to ease the suffering of your people one of the duties of a princess?
She said duty.
Let's see. Nothing I really want to buy.
What about that weird stingray thing?
It's pretty mediocre. We can buy one.
But you could buy another hobgoblin, so you could build the fartning or whatever. I can't think of a good.
I do not want another hobgoblin. Double fart rat and a werewolf is not a sentence you expected to hear, Will.
No one expects fart goblin. Sorry, double fart rat with a werewolf.
That sounds like an order at a really, really bad restaurant that I don't want to eat.
I was definitely trying to apply it as like a weird Eastern European sex thing.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. So this is wood and fire, so we want water and fire as much as possible.
Man, it sucks there's no wind in this, because now we can't remember September.
What? I'm very confused by that sentence.
I'm gonna give Will a chance. Yes.
Well, Will gets it.
Do you remember? What about the head of September? Wind and Fire. It's the name of the band.
That is the name of a band. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. We have now customized our deck, like the champions that we are.
I once helped my dad customize a deck.
Yeah. How did that go?
Pretty good.
Nice.
You helped my dad customize a deck?
Cross this bridge.
I'm so mad at you right now, Rob.
For not recognizing your reference to the Earth, Wind, and Fire song?
Yes, that would make me furious.
For what the...
I can't stop thinking about, alright, I'm gonna make this RPG card game, action game. How do we make it better than Lost Kingdom?
Well, I'm just, like, excited if you're like, okay, this game is cooler than I thought it would be.
It is not cooler, because honestly, like, to play this looks really boring. But it has way more potential than I thought it would.
Yeah.
It's not, like, uncool. Like, I'm not like, this game's stupid. But I'm not like, oh, yeah, this.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think we talked about it before. Did you ever, like, I always forget the whole name of it, but it's like Baton Katos or something. It was another GameCube RPG that used cards.
That doesn't sound familiar at all to me.
Holy shit, I was right. It was Baton Katos.
I did not mean to use my SEMA to capture that.
It's Baton Katos, Eternal Wings, and the Lost Ocean.
No, Will says he has it. These bees that we're fighting, unfortunately, cannot be captured. So no bees for us.
That uses cards, though, right, Will? Like, it's still like a party-based RPG, but like it has cards. I just remember like the main character's primary weapon is a boat paddle. And it's like in a world of winged people, but he only has one wing. So he's like less cool Sephiroth.
Fight some more bees. There's 5 bees in total. This level has a card that we want to try and capture if we can. It's one of the best like cards that you can get early on.
Get funked, bee.
The bee was no match for Birdman.
Is that the story of the bird and the bees?
Yep. We got another werewolf. Okay, fart goblin. I need you to fight this bee. Oh god, I'm trapped.
Oh no, corner traps. You gotta use the footsie game to avoid that.
The footsie game?
Fighting game terms.
Oh.
Footsies is when you just try to engage at melee from the longest distance possible.
Gotcha.
So it's usually like with medium kicks in Street Fighter.
Oh, I wish we had had more water features.
Because I'm already like, man, for PvP you could do trap cards where when you're using them your guy has to be stationary, and then you have like a thing where you can pick where around you want to place the card under the ground, and then when your opponent steps on it, they're like, ba-bam, trap card.
I mean, the like trap cards in this, that is sort of how they work. Like,
But like,
you
well,
have to stand still while you're placing the trap.
but it's not so much a trap card as it's just a stationary hazard.
Yeah.
The AI is like not going to try to path around it.
Yeah. I mean, if you were playing the multiplayer, then your opponent would.
Oh, okay. So there, is the 2-player a versus mode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like co-op adventure.
Because, yeah, that, I think, is Will's only recollection of this game, is me forcing him to play the multiplayer against me at my house. But, like, I had played a lot of this game, and he had played none of it, so it probably wasn't very much fun for him.
I am definitely guilty of doing that. Not with this game, but...
The bee could not overcome the plants.
It's weird, because bees usually come over plants.
That's weirdly true. And now we need the ladder song.
But it would have to be in reverse.
I guess that's true.
Eat Snaker!
It's just a long-ass fucking ladder, though.
Oh my god, Snake Eater is so good.
I should probably play this game sometime.
If you could get a PlayStation 2 emulator and play Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, I would fucking be here with fucking coattails on.
Yeah. I should have tried to capture that guy.
Nice try, Penis Spider.
Yeah, there will be other penis spiders.
Oh, that sounds like something that lives in the Amazon.
Yeah. Ha, a red fairy and a card. A whole money card. Oh man. We're making the big money.
Man, that night guy didn't even help you fighting those spiders.
He did not.
Yes, more hobgoblins.
Now what would a young lass like you be doing way out here? I am Grelak of the Border Guard. I have to give you a warning. On the top of this cliff there are several large eggs. Those are cockatrice eggs. We trapped the parrots in a cave near here many years ago. They're sealed in, but they're not dead. We're here to make sure they stays in their cave. If you break one of those eggs, those old cockatrices will be madder than a drunken wobblewort. I wouldn't want no cockatrices chasing me, no sir. Why, they'll gobble a person right up, they will.
Two things. One, that was a great voice.
Thank you.
Two, do we get to see a wobblewort later?
I don't remember an enemy called a wobblewort, unfortunately.
That's bullshit. Sorry, but your thing.
I was gonna say, the cockatrices are the thing that we want to capture here if we can.
Gotcha. That's weird. Like, they're saying, like, they'll eat people. Like, cockatrices normally don't eat people in, like, lore. They just petrify them and then run away, or push them over and shatter them.
They do petrify things in this game, which is part of what makes them very powerful. There are a lot of mean, nasty orcs living around here. So we've broken one cockatrice egg, but there are more to break.
Time to heal.
Indeed.
Because I think what would be good for a game like this is almost treat it kind of like a Pokemon experience, where you're like, you just make like a younger whatever person who's like the alchemist's assistant, and you're going out into the big world for the first time.
Yeah.
Here's your capture deck. Become Sakura. But then slowly over time morph away from a coming-of-age journey adventure catalog story to like dark, twisted, deeper meaning things, and then it ends by aborting Gygus.
Man, that's another game I really want to play sometime.
Now, is there a reason you didn't open those chests?
I can't get to them yet. These ones over here? Or those
No,
ones
the
I walked
two.
by?
Yeah, the two
no.
you walked.
I guess just because I know like I'm gonna come back here. Right now, all I'm doing is breaking cockatrice eggs, but we're gonna have to come back this way to fight these bees. I guess actually we could fight these bees and not have to come back over here, because there's other bees over there. We just don't want to finish all the bees off yet.
Gotcha.
Because when we kill the last of the bees, the level is over, and we
'Cause,
don't
like,
want it to end before we get our cockatrices.
One thing I think is interesting about this game, but probably not in a good way, is I don't like that you have to be engaged in combat to interact with, like, world elements.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I think that's something that would improve this game, is if, like, the cards that you have could also be, like, puzzle things that you used.
Exactly. Damn it, Robert. We're working on a normal first-person shooter without deep systems. It's just about fun. Oh no. I don't want to work on it anymore. I want to make a stupid card game. Take all of our unused things from Ashfall. I'm in. Your girl looks like she's gonna have to... Oh, never mind. She looks like she's holding in a big old duker going up this incline.
I can see that.
I have to say, we've probably hit our quota of talking about fart and poop in one session.
I mean, You say that.
Okay, how big is... Oh, shit.
The cockatrices are bad. Let's see if we can capture them.
These cockatrices don't seem very cockanices.
They do not.
Man, those mandrake roots don't live up to the hype.
Paralyzed.
Damn, they
do
Gosh.
They do indeed do sabotage. Okay. This did not go the way I wanted it to. Let's throw away that orb. Try and hit the one with 12 HP with the mummy here. Okay, did not do enough to kill it. Oh god. Oh, damn it. Live with 1 HP. Okay, we got one cockatrice. That is an excellent start. Wait, did you just go out there and die? Why, Skellington? No, I don't know why Skellington died. Let's try plant. Okay, threw plant on the trash. And now we're gonna capture a second cockatrice. Get in my card, yes! Comment.
I've had my mic muted. Sorry. I was like, oh, I wonder why he's not answering my questions. I said, good job, man. Now go heal before you die.
Yep. Yeah,
my throat's been really stuffy, so I've just been coughing a bunch.
Yeah, I feel you. I've had like sore throat the last couple of weeks, I think, because allergy season's starting.
So, what does the system tab do when you're looking at that thing?
It would let us load or change the game settings.
Okay, because I thought I had seen save, but it's grayed out. I didn't realize.
Gotcha. Yep, when we killed the cockatrices, it took away the trees that they had petrified. So now we got our own penis spider.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Cockatrice.
So what makes the cockatrice good? Aside from
it does
just
a lot of damage and it paralyzes. Or petrifies, rather. Second one. Because yeah, the cockatrice, like when you use the attack, it does actually 2 ticks. So like if they're in that cloud of mist for both ticks, then it can do a lot of damage. I mean, it does a lot of damage even with just one, but like for a weapon type card to be able to one-hit those bees is pretty strong. Grab our last chesticle over here, and then we'll fight the last bees. Ooh, 3rd cockatrice. We're rolling in the dough.
Or since it's a bird, rolling in the dodo. Get birded on.
Oh, I missed.
Oh,
I
get
missed
birded.
again.
Oh.
Let's hit him with a ghoul. Got him right in the ghoulies. Did a lot more damage than I thought it would. The ghoul is pretty good too.
I was gonna say, have you ever played Grabbed by the Ghoulies?
What?
I'm gonna say, have you ever played Grabbed by the Ghoulies?
I have not. I would though. We only got a 3
Oh,
star.
3 stars. Boo.
I think it's probably because we spent a lot of cards capturing the cockatrices.
Oh, wait, so the difference between a 3 and a 5 is just one more pick?
Yeah.
So wait, what happens if you get a 4 star?
4, I think we would probably also only get 2 4.
Oh. Then what's the difference between a 3 and a 4?
Pride?
Why not just have it be a 1, 2, or 3 star system then?
I'm not saying it makes the most sense. It just is the way that it works. Actually, let's go check on Gerd first and see if she got us any new stuff to buy.
Who's that edgelord on the right?
Perhaps we shall meet her later. Oh, Gerd heard another interesting story. I am curious. Have you ever heard of the Grumple Desert, Princess? Legend has it that a great treasure lies buried in the desert, just waiting to be discovered. They say that recently sandworms have been attacking anyone who enters the desert. Of course, the only people who travel to the Grumple Desert are ruffians and greedy treasure hunters. It's probably not part of your royal duties to help them, but... Well, Gerd had info for us. Transform anything? Transform our plant into a caterpillar. We want to do that. Caterpillar.
And does it cost money, or is it just
the experience? Let's see. What can you become, Raven?
the name Caterpillar is pretty lame for how cool that monster looks.
Yeah. And Fairy can become Sea Monk.
Is the Sea Monk an Umibozu?
I don't think so. We can take a closer look at it. Yeah, it's like a weird...
Okay, no, that just looks like a weird Cthulhu Lovecraft monster.
Let's see. What lives in the Grumple Desert? So we want fire and yeah, we'll leave the Sea Knight in there. He's really good. Or the Dragon Knight. And what are we going to take out? We'll take out some man traps, a raven, and some Gabobolins. That. Put in our cockatrices and our ghoul. And the caterpillar. Now, yeah, we don't need earth here. We got room for one more. Let's throw in another orc. They're pretty okay.
They got that slap damage.
They do. They just do like a big old belly flop at your enemy, actually.
Oh, they don't swing their axe?
Nope. They do like a pull out from you.
Oh, is it a weapon card?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 30% stone resistance.
Do I?
I don't know. Just all of your other defenses were 10, and then the one that said STON was 30.
Okay, so here in the desert, we're looking for these little stone pillars. We gotta
Man,
find.
my brain. Oh, sorry. Oh, so my brain is just playing the Gerudo Valley theme while I'm looking at this.
Yeah, that would be better than this music is. I don't think this is bad music, but...
I honestly can't hear the music most of the time.
Should I turn it up some? Will would have me turn the music down.
Okay, I'm hearing it now.
Yeah.
It just wasn't pronounced enough for me to be like, oh yeah.
Have you, Scorpion?
That's a spooky monster. Wait, were you? What the fuck just happened to you? Were you under the sand?
No, I just got knocked down.
Oh, it looked like your shadow was under the sand, like you were traveling under the ground for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was a beetle. You lied to me.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he's got scorp claws, though. Beetles don't usually have scorp claws.
There's a Fabuloso Treasurino.
Indeed there is. So far we have found Dose treasure pillars.
Oh, those pillars for the treasure?
Yeah, if we find all of them, we can open the secret path to the treasure. But for
Is
now,
this not a boss?
This is the boss. You fight this one like multiple times throughout the level.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you kind of like get his health. Oh my god. Final attacks. There we go. And get paralyzed on idiot. And yeah, now he runs away.
Oh, okay. So you didn't need. I thought you meant like you were gonna have to kill that thing multiple times.
Oh yeah, no, you like knock down a certain portion of his health and then he runs away. And you do that.
That makes
certain
more
times.
sense.
Boy, our health is not looking good though.
Nope.
We got a mummy and a mummy. 2 Ada cards.
Just gonna do the Lost Kingdoms 3 to make sure I'm not just wasting.
What are you whispering about?
I said I'm just checking to make sure there's not a Lost Kingdoms 3 coming out. So I'm not like, yeah, all these ideas. Then From Software's like, hey, idiots, here's a good thing. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right that this is not something they're ever going to come back to, but...
Well, we'll just make the next one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But Birdman, it's all on you, Birdman. You did not do a lot of damage, Birdman. Okay. Did a little damage. And we got him. Okay, so I think our next treasure pillar should be up here. They're all... Oh, fuck, we gotta proc a battle here. It's hiding in this cactus.
What is?
The treasure pillar that we need to hit.
Ah, how do you know it's in the cactus? Just from memory, or?
Mostly from memory, but they're all around these little oases. So the oases always have a treasure pillar around them. And I knew that they could hide in cactuses.
Wouldn't it be cacti?
It's definitely cactuses.
Okay.
Let's see how you like min regress. I'm just gonna say everything weird from now on.
That's 4.
Alright. So we got that, and we can take this card and heal over here.
Yes.
Let's go check over here. I think this is 4 in all. Okay, so we've hit 3 switches so far. I think that's where we're gonna fight the boss for the final time, is over there. So we'll go hang out over there later. This will be the last Oasis.
Oh no, look at these jumpy boys.
They are indeed jumpy boys.
Get them, Skeleton.
Werewolf claws.
I prefer Velveeta.
I'd rather have werewolf claws.
You say that. Oh, you can catch it.
Can't catch it. Let's hit him with Fire Crow. Got him. Scythe Beast. Card that I recall being pretty mediocre. But it's ours now. Let's hit the final switch. So now the path to the treasure should be open.
So wait, where do you bring these fairies to?
We'll go there after we finish this level.
Is there just like another location, like the apothecary?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And now this hole is open in the wall. We can enter and claim the treasure. A whole carbuncle, you say?
It's all scythe beasts.
And the crystal rose, which is actually pretty good. And another carbuncle.
That's a double carbuncle. This was a real car bundle.
Is it Christmas for me?
Yes.
Okay. Let's teach this sandworm the meaning of caterpillars.
Okay.
Get him, Caterpoker. You didn't focus on me now, Stan. Let Caterpoker... No, focus on me. Let Caterpoker do his work. I am all out of energy.
What a barrel roll, Caterpoker.
He was watching our Resident Evil stream.
That makes sense.
Sandworm
Back to
has
back,
indeed
equally good games.
Yep.
So how long overall did you say this game was? Like 8 hours?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate.
I'm gonna check how long to beat and see what it says.
Yeah, I mean, we might honestly be able to beat it faster than that, even.
It does seem like Lost Kingdoms 2 is much longer.
Oh, yeah?
But both of the scores on how long to beat are classified as unreliable, so...
Gotcha. 'Cause, yeah, I had read that one of the criticisms of 2 was that it was shorter, but
Weird, because like I don't know if you've ever looked at howlongtobeat.com. They have the game broken up. They always have their games broken up into 3 categories. It's how long to beat the main story, the main, and then like extra, which is usually like the main story, and then like activities that are major and separate, like in all the side quests.
Gotcha.
And then they have completionist, which is like I 100% of the whole game. And for Lost Kingdoms 1, main plus extra was 7.5 hours, whereas for Lost Kingdoms 2, it was 20 hours.
Gotcha.
And then, but for just main story, it was only longer by 2 hours.
I feel like they probably would have added in some replayability stuff for 2, so that's sort of
Well, that would be for completionism, probably. For main plus extras, that's usually like for a single playthrough.
Yeah, gotcha.
But maybe that is what they're counting for this one, because you know if the color of like the category, like the closer it is to a dark blue, means like this is what the agreed upon value has been across all the users, and the closer to red, it means like everyone's reporting like drastically different numbers.
Gotcha.
And all of the boxes on both games are bright red.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there were only a couple of reports there.
Actually, it usually says how many people have reported. Lost Kingdoms 2 has a total of 12. With only 1 completionism score, which would be for at 80 hours.
Gotcha.
Whereas,
He's done it.
yay! Ooh, who's whipping on you?
Yeah, I guess we should have gone and checked back at the other area first. Oh well. We made it out alive.
So that was 12. How many for Lost Kingdoms 1? 15, yeah, so it's pretty low reporting numbers.
With a whole 2-star rating, we only get 1 shot at the sandworm, which is actually a pretty good card. Let's pick this one.
Here we go.
Was a mummy.
That's good. We don't have any mummy cards.
Yeah.
Let's look at Persona 5, the Royal.
I'm at close to 200 hours right now in
Oh
P5.
god. The main plus extras, like Deep Blue, is 124 hours.
Yeah.
I think it is funny, Persona 5 Golden is still our most played game.
On the channel.
Yeah, by a half an hour.
What's in next place?
What do you think? What was another game I played for fucking ever?
Yakuza?
Yep.
Sim
Our top-
RPGs.
Yep, because it's Persona 5, Persona 4 Golden, Yakuza 7, and then Death Stranding.
Gotcha.
And I'm not done with Death Stranding, so that one's going to be longer once I manage to get a graphics card.
Gerd has
Man.
nothing that we need right now. But we'll
If
go-
we could make a Lost Kingdoms game that has like the Persona monster creation system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why you couldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying, like that my brain, I can't even focus on this game because my ADHD for game design is going bananas.
Because it's got cool ideas, right?
It does, and I'm like, this is still so much unbelievably harder than I think it would be to make this, but I'm like, man, that's more unique than a goofy shooter.
Yeah.
So Robert, I hope you're ready to learn game design. I hope you're ready to learn Unity, or whatever other engine we use.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a 3-star.
Yep. And the Banshee, which is a very good card.
Oh, like you don't get to pick, it's just you get them at milestones.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too low. Yeah, see like all of your deck health or whatever when you had that screen up?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that again in a second. So let's see. So what, fire and earth here, which I think is what our last deck was. Okay.
So yeah, it says like poison, paralyze, curse, charm, and stone.
Gotcha. See, I'm not... Huh. I wonder if that could actually be referring to what the monsters in our deck can do, though.
Okay. I figured they were all defense, since...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. That's my guess, because that would explain why stone is higher, since we have 3 cockatrices.
It's been at 30, like, since the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then. It could be our defense.
I was wondering if... Because, like, what is the gem you have? Did you say there was 4 or 5 gems that you're trying to get?
5 total, yeah.
Are you carrying, like, the gem of Earth?
No, it's not like a certain type of gem, I don't think.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it related
Or at
to
least
the 5
if they
attributes.
are, I didn't catch on to that. The one that we have is red, though.
That's true.
I think it would be a fire one.
Isn't stone resistant to fire?
Yeah.
No, wait, no, my brain was thinking that would be the other way. Like, you have
Water
the fire,
is
would you be
resistant to fire.
resistant
I think fire and stone are on opposite sides of the table, so they have neutral levels of effect on one another.
Nice. Oh shit, we got another Twitch achievement.
Oh, really? What did we get?
Yeah. Where's that thing? Achievements. We got talk a little. We finally got 10 people to talk and chat at once, which means we unlocked
Nice.
more VIP badges.
Hell yeah. Was that from yesterday's stream?
I don't remember. I will see when it unlocked. No, it was today.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't think we'd had 10 people talk in chat today.
I don't... We definitely have not.
Yeah.
Was that just a pity achievement?
You guys have been trying hard. We're just gonna give this one to you.
That reminds me, I meant to give Clappy a VIP badge. So I don't know how to do it unless they're like in the thing.
Alright. We venture now to the burial grounds.
Also, Will's last comment just disappeared out of chat.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Now it's back. That's a lot of undead.
Too late, Will. You've been censored.
Get Tucker Carlson upon. Wait, what is that?
Censored?
Oh, he always whines about being censored because the secret cabal who runs the government is trying to shut down his freedom voice.
Someone was watching this week's John Oliver.
Yes, we watched that at lunch today. I was a little bummed because I was just like, this is like the first time watching a main story where I was like, I basically know all of this.
Yeah.
Oh man, Fox News is a giant pile of shit. Who would have thought?
Your Highness, to be graced with your presence in this unholy
Wait.
place. What?
Did you start in a graveyard?
With this level? Yeah.
Yeah, but where was the entrance to the graveyard?
We'll go back and look in a second.
Okay.
The stories are true that you did set out alone from the castle to find the king. king and Lord of Winter have gone on ahead. Be careful, your highness. Monsters are everywhere. So we started out in here. There's another gate over there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see one, so I was like, wait, did he not notice you walk in?
The Rough Sunny burial ground.
I didn't know if you just got, like, ODST'd into, like, the graveyard. And then they were just like, holy shit! It's the queen, but not.
See if we can get both of these skeletons in one spot, and then get them both with a single order. Go for it.
Get borked.
Ah, we did it. Yeah.
It's always a bummer that it's on a delay, because I can hear you and I'm like, oh, is he gonna do it? And then you're like, I did it, and then you swing, and I was just like, oh.
Okay.
One day we'll have 0 latency streaming.
Yep. So I need to take some notes here. The first great king is Griffith the Golden. King of Alnea. Griffith, recipient of the runestone, the mightiest of all the warriors. He pacified the fertile borderlands. His golden mane shone like the sun. His sword was ever at the ready. Griffith the Golden, Griffith the Wise. You can tell me what type of people wrote these gravestones also. Could have been written by different people.
I will let you know next time you find one.
That was not a fairy.
It was a Jerry. So wait, does your rank get penalized the more fights you get into?
I don't think it's based on fights, it's based on like the number of cards that you used and the damage that you took. I do know that generally speaking, if you capture enemies, that tends to reduce your score. It's really hoping.
What? Why does capturing enemies lower your score?
Because it uses up a whole card and the card doesn't do any damage. I agree, like I think it's kind of dumb, but that's the way the mechanic is.
We'll fix it in our army.
Yeah. But that's why I was saying, like, if you were trying to play this game like as hard as you could, the strategy would be to go into a level, capture the monsters that you wanted to capture, and then abort the level, and then come back later and do it again, but do a run where you weren't capturing anything.
Gotcha. I was really confused by why when you said that earlier, but I was like, okay. But now that makes sense.
Oh, this cart has a card under it. Let's see if we can get a fight to happen here. Monsters, come out and
This
fight
tasty
us.
booty is right here.
Do 3 loops around the cart, and if monsters have not attacked us by then. Oh, there we go.
You just have to set the criteria.
Yep. There is a whole penis spider for us to capture.
Yes. So are its babies called chode spiders?
Yes. I think that thing is a ghoul, and if it is, I want to eat it. I also want the penis spider. I don't as much care about the skeleton.
So you can go to heck.
Yep. Let's hit him with our own penis spider. Get him. Oh, penis spider one hit him. Why you this.
Penis 2 strike.
It was 2 strike. Okay. Well, we might have to just throw away some cards on this. That did 3 damage. Let's see how much a dragon is. We got him. Let's see if it was indeed a ghoul. It was a ghoul.
Yay! Now, why did you want Google? What does it do?
It's just a weapon card that's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, we found another gravestone.
Sonic wrote this.
Hey guys, the second great king. Here lies Roel the Green, king of Alnea. Grieved by the sight of the war-ravaged land, Roel took up the hoe. Together with his beloved sand creatures, King Roel restored life to the dead earth. In their earthly homes, the sand creatures still await the return of their lord. Yeah.
Chili dogs!
Write down his name now. Will says, oh my god, because it was so bad.
It was so good.
So bad, it was great.
Just like Sonic Adventure 2, except still bad.
Well, that's another game.
Oh shit, it is. And we legally own that on other things, so it's fine.
I mean, I legally own this.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying it for future things. Like, hey, you're stealing games. Like, no, we bought it. We're just playing it on another thing.
Damn it, penis spider. Stop getting one hit.
Hit him with that fire goal. Now, does your hand stay the same between, like, if you, like, the hand that you ended this encounter with, will that be the one you start with in the next one?
Yeah, unless you discarded some cards. If you discard some cards, then they will, like, come back in your hand. Alright, another gravestone. I'll let you think while I write this down.
This one was 100% Donald Duck.
Oh no. Oh god, why?
Oh, good last time. Or can you do Barney Fife from the Andy Griffith Show?
Did he sound kind of like Dopey?
I mean, it's Don Knotts.
I'll do based on my recollection of maybe what that character would sound like.
Perfect.
Hey guys, the third great king. Here lies Erbwall the White, king of Alnea. Erbwall the Pure, who dedicated his life to finding a cure for his queen's illness. Long will the bard sing of Erbwall and his one true love.
That was definitely much closer to Goofy than Don Knotts, but you're like some of those lines like it came pretty close. Where it's like, Andy, we got. He's like a mix, but like a middle ground between Goofy and Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, I remembered him being like kind of a goofy sounding character, or like he was supposed to be a little dopey.
Yes, that's 100% Barney is where he's like he's trying to do his best and try to be official, but he is a goober.
Yeah.
Now, what's the difference between the red crystals and the blue crystals? Are blue crystals your life?
No, they're just like the value of them. So the tiny pink ones are worth 1. The blue ones I think are worth 2 or 3, and then the big red ones are worth 5.
That's kind of weird.
Why is that?
Well, just like I would say from a game design perspective, like the difference in color, I feel like should be more important than size. Like it would be small red, and then small blue, big blue. Like,
yeah,
it's weird that it's like pink, blue, pink again in terms of value.
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Okay.
Or wait, no. Can I take it back?
Yeah.
Can you do Christopher Nolan Bane?
From a movie I haven't seen. Okay, I'll do my impression based on the impressions that I've heard you do. The cursed king, Batman. Here lies King Berea of Aldea, the explorer king. The king of all explorers. King Berea was last seen heading into a strange black mist. Never at peace during his life, the king found no rest in death either, Batman. Beware the curse of King Berea. Pretty good.
Where's the doctor? I have to stop him. You can hit a woman with an open fire, but not a closed.
I got cool slapped in a cool slap fight.
Oh. Man, he winds up a pimp hand with that one.
Yeah.
What is that blue one?
The blue one is a wraith.
Hmm.
Which is a really hard card to use well.
Gotcha. Does he discriminate against other monsters?
Is that a thing that wraiths do?
Well, I'm just asking you, does he do that?
Not that I'm aware of.
So he's not a wraithist?
He's not a wraithist, correct. I was really wondering where you were going with that. Now I know.
To the bottom of the barrel. A lot of times streaming feels like being naked in front of my window.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I'm embarrassed, and people could be here to enjoy it, but they're not, so it's like, weird.
Yeah.
I could close the blinds and just be weird like this in Discord by ourselves, but I'm choosing to do it in a spot where other people can see.
Okay.
Daring them to look.
Fourth grade.
Trying to think of like some with obviously one of the greatest writers of all time, Jar Jar Binks.
Oh no. Misa, the fourth great king. Here lies Dane the Red, the king of Alnea. Dane, master of the art of war. His polished bronze armor shone like the midday sun. I hate doing this accent. Misa, the very sight of Dane struck fear into the hearts of his foes. Dane added 17 new lands to the kingdom.
I like how just because it was Jar Jar Binks, even though the word me and my was not used at all at the start, you still had to start with Misa.
To help me like get into the accent.
Gotcha.
Like I need to have a starting point.
Uh-oh, that guy looks dead.
He's not dead yet, but maybe.
Oh.
I think he's not in a good spot. This is our dad's friend, Lord Uther.
Oh, never mind. He looks much better than I thought. I thought he was like I was sitting on the ground like slouched over.
Is it really you, Princess Katia? I did not hope I would live to look upon your fair countenance again. It has been my greatest honor to serve the king. I shall wait for the king in the Golden Hall. The enemy were upon us before we could draw our swords. I would that I could have been with the king until the end. But behold my surroundings. I am in the company of kings. I could ask for no more. Your Highness, you must not dally. If you are to overtake the king, he is headed for the Castle Grail. I, Uther, have failed him. You are his only hope now. Poor Uther. He's just gonna sit here while we get attacked by skeletons and penis spiders.
What an asshole.
Okay, well, there's a skeleton.
Arbutemus. Because it's also weird, because, like, your current maximum is only 10, so it's weird that, like, they dropped a shitload of huge ones. It's, like, 4 times as much as necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our maximum will go up over time, but... Let's add some cards to our deck. I'll throw in the Wraith for now. Just enough to fill her up. Since olden days, these stones have stood guard over the 4 great kings of Alnea. If you would unlock the Eternal Gate, then first you must trace the path of the 4 kings. 4 kings were gold, green, white, and red.
Yay!
We did it. We solved the puzzle. And now...
Good result.
Now we can fight the boss. Battle music cut off abruptly. Let's try and use our Wraith here. This guy's really hard to aim, but... Get him, Wraith! Oh, we did it. That was good, too.
Nice.
Okay, Caterpoker. Should we get in there and do some Caterpoking?
Oh no, he's sending a Pac-Man after you.
He is sending the Pac-Man after me. Let's try our Wraith again. That worked better than I thought it would last time. Eat him. Well, we got the boss.
Now, does he infinitely spawn ads?
No, just the skulls he will keep respawning. But the skeletons are just there for the start, so there will not be more of them.
Now, what is that? I see, like, if the skeleton hits, it does, like, a little purple effect. Is that, like, a status ailment?
I'll have to be looking when it happens.
So it almost looks like a purple, like, slash after it hit you.
I think that's just a particle effect, but I can't.
Oh, okay. You did it on your skeleton when it hit it, so I
Yeah.
didn't know if that was, like, charm or petrify or something.
I mean, there definitely could be things that I'm not understanding about this game. Good job, Cockatrice. Let's put our tree down here. It will reduce the damage that we're taking while it remains on the field.
What will?
The treant guy over there, so he's just like a passive that sits on the field. And
Oh, okay.
he's
So,
out.
like, you don't have to be within, like, proximity to it.
Nope, as long as he's on the field, it
Alright.
reduces any damage that we're taking. Which is
How long does he stay out there?
for the card, you can see it's kind of like slowly burning. So yeah, it's like until the card burns up, and then if he takes damage, that damage like counts towards the burn. But the enemy is completely focused on us right now, so I'm not super worried about him taking damage. Set him with the gargoyle. It's probably not really that useful, but that's fine. Gargoyle's supposed to paralyze things, but yeah, I didn't think it would work for the boss. It was worth a shot, though. We should use one of our fairies to heal now. We also would like to have some energy, please. Or we can just Mandragora. Nope, nope, we're gonna steal that. No, Mandragora, just go to me, my Necromancer. Okay, don't come to me. Oh no. Mandragora did not go as planned. Okay, we only need to hit him once more. Let's find something cool. I did not mean to throw air drone. Oh yes, this is what I want. The Banshee is really good because it gets like extra experience. So, hitting him with the Banshee there. It's a good move. It also does good damage. We have done it.
Yes.
The Necromancer has been defeated. Let's see if we can get his card, because he's pretty good. 5 stars, 50% chance. We've got no bosses yet, so maybe this is our lucky time. Which one do you think he's hiding behind?
The 4th card.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say he's behind the 2nd card. Anyone in chat have a guess which card he's behind? You have 10 seconds. 5th? Okay. CJ was right!
I'm the king of space!
Well, thank you for bringing us a Necromancer.
I try. Robert, we're gonna have to have some talks after this.
Oh yeah? What about?
You know what about.
About making games.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, we're pretty close to 9. This might be a good time to call it for tonight.
Okie doke.
But just want to say we appreciate everyone who came to hang out and watch a game that no one but me has ever heard of, and also who came to watch the end of our Resident Evil 6 stream.
Indeed.
We really appreciate it when anyone shows up to hang out. It's super cool.
See, for Raid, we got Spooky Deer. Go say hey to him again.
Nice.
But we will not be back tomorrow, from what I understand. But then Thursday, when we be back, we will not be doing our normal thing with Rob being in control. We're going to be playing, hopefully, some Valheim with Clappy. But, whether we might be back tomorrow if Will wants to do an art stream. I don't know. It's a surprise. We'll keep you updated via the Twitter. Oh, might do Sunday? We'll find out what we're doing. But yeah, so Rob will be back with this on Friday.
Yep. I think there's a pretty good chance we can beat it on Friday.
Wow, really?
Maybe.
Damn.
I don't know.
All right, well, until then, we'll get you over to Spooky Deer, another cool dude, and bye! Oh, man.
We did it.
We did it.